Yeah.
Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Johanna. Welcome back if you are a loyal subscriber, and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be talking about box braids, and more specifically how to prep for box braids. A couple of you guys DM'd me and said you love my braids, but you wanted to know how did I prep for it. I've been spoken to a couple of my friends and they're like, Johanna, after years of doing box braids, I feel like my hair comes out dry. I don't know how to maintain it, but more importantly, I don't know where to start. And I was like, you know what? Let me make a video. So I got you guys. If you guys see me looking down, that's just because I have notes. I want to make sure I get you guys right. So let's dive right in. Number one is you need to cleanse your hair. Before you're going to any hair appointment, unless it's provided in the service, you need to wash your own hair. Personally, for me, I like to wash my own hair. I always tell people do it 24 to 48 hours before. So if you haven't been keeping up with your hair routine, you're probably gonna need to do a detox or a clarifying shampoo depending on which one you need. So I wash my hair twice, which you're gonna be seeing in the video right now. I wash it once with a clarifying shampoo and I follow up with a moisturizing shampoo. If you're gonna be stripping your hair of all the oils and things like that, you do need to follow up with a moisturizing hair shampoo. Make sure you remember that. And we're skipping any heavy oils or butters for the purposes of these braids. Number two, we need to make sure we're locking in as much moisture as we possibly can, because we're going into a hairstyle where it might be in our hair for 2 to 3 months. Yes, we're gonna maintain it while it's in it, but we wanna make sure we're keeping it moisturized before we even go in. So setting our hair up for success. So that means conditioning the correct way. I deep condition for 15 to 30 minutes with a hooded dryer on. You do not need any more than that. Anything over that is excess unless the directions tell you so. I always tell people follow directions to the T. If the direction says 30 minutes, there's no need to over exceed it and do an hour, 2 hours, whatever the case may be. Please follow directions on the bottle. Let's say this once. Choose protein-free or light protein. Remember, our hair needs all the moisture it can possibly get. And make sure you rinse thoroughly so there is no extra slip that you don't want. Number three, this is an important step. You need to make sure that you are detangling your hair thoroughly. We don't want to be breaking our hair. If the point of getting box braids is to help you maintain hair length and to help you maintain the health of your hair, we do not want to be pulling on our hair. We are going to detangle from down and then we're gonna work our way up. And we're making sure to remove any shedded hair so that's not getting tangled up in our braids when we get them. Step four, we want to stretch our hair without frying it. You hear that important part? Without frying it. So before we even step into a blow drying our hair, we're gonna find a good heat protectant. Personally, this is my go-to. I use the Chai 44 Iron Guard and I love this stuff. Every time I use any type of heat on my hair, it does protect my hair. Obviously, to an extent, just follow the directions on the back. It will let you know up to how many degrees it protects against. And before you even blow dry your hair, make sure you're using a t-shirt or a microfiber towel. Personally, I just get an old t-shirt, one of my husband's t-shirt, wrap up my hair and I put it in that. And you're going to apply a light leave-in with this. Notice I said light. So make sure you do your research on what type of leave-in could work for your hair. If you have low porosity or high porosity, do some research and see what works best for your hair. And very important, we're gonna blow dry on low to medium heat. No need to go on high heat. We do not need our hair to be bone straight in order to get box braids, okay? And if they tell you that, pick another stylist. I typically blow dry my hair in small sections. When I do small sections, it's easier. The moment your sections are too big, you're gonna be tempted to go to high heat. And remember what we said, we're staying away from the high heat. And if you must, even though I am strongly against this, if you must use a flat iron, only one pass and low heat, please. I'm gonna thank you, your hair is gonna thank you, all right? Then after all that, we're gonna moisturize and seal. I know, a lot of people will tell you come to your hair appointment with no product in your hair. Personally, I'm not doing that. I'm focused on maintaining the health of my hair, so my hair has to be moisturized. I go in with a light leave-in conditioner or a light oil. Put that thoroughly through my hair, but not enough to revert it back to its curly state or it starts to revert. And number six, we did not do all that work, so our hair could not be stretched the next day. Make sure after you are done blow drying your hair that you maintain that stretched state that your hair is in. You do 4 to 8 braids, depending on how much tension you braid with and how long your hair is, it's all gonna depend. And we're gonna keep it in that stretch state overnight and make sure you have a silk bonnet or whatever you can get your hands on that will protect your hair overnight. So we did all of that, right? now we're ready to go to our appointment. No. We are not ready yet. You need to make sure you nail the vision, and more importantly, your stylist nails the vision with you and they know exactly what you want. So if you say, hey, I want it right here, you need to have communicated that. So for me, I asked for medium box braids, which these are medium. I said, I do not want a lot of hair on the box braids, just because for me, it gets too heavy. I like to swim in the summertime. I like to do lots of different activities. So I don't want that much hair on my head. But that is what I specifically asked for. If you want your braids to be a little bit thicker, let them know that, and make sure you go in with pictures for reference. Personally for me, especially if I'm going to a new stylist, I'm gonna communicate and I will send them a picture of what I want and say, hey, would you mind doing this? Can you achieve that? And the moment they say yes, they can achieve that, that is when I will set the appointment. But if you already set the appointment, that's perfectly fine. Just make sure you go in with pictures that you can show the specific stylist. And make sure you specify on the parts that you want. I remember one time I went into an African braiding here in Harlem. That's back when I used to live in the city. And I said, can I get braids, knotless, please? I never said box braids. So she did not do the parts with boxes. She did them in circles or however she did them, and she free parted. So make sure you're very specific about that. If you want triangles, boxes, or free form, whatever type of parts you want, make sure you let them know. They're not mind readers and you can't get mad that you didn't say box braids. And make sure you are matching the braid to your hair density. If you have fine hair, please do research on what type of braids you should get. There are so many girls on TikTok, Instagram. I'm pretty sure that can help you out with that. Because I used to get box braids and they would do the front super small and it would be super long, and the tension in my hair would hurt so much. So over time I've learned, hey, can you please do the same side for my edges and the whole head? I don't want the braids getting smaller once it gets to the front. I want the same size all throughout. My edges can't take it. And number 8, I'm hoping you would have done this ahead of time, but if you haven't, it's all right. Your girl got you. You can always make an appointment with anybody else at the end of the day. Price and checking the stylist and doing research on them. So everybody lives in different areas. Like right here in Connecticut where I'm at, stylists would probably charge me for this about $200 upwards. The stylist I went to, she charged $180. She's a little bit newer. So I was like, you know what? It's all right. Back when I came from Brooklyn or Harlem, if I would go to any of those places, it would run me $160, $180, $200 the most. You have to do research based off of where you are located and see what they are charging. Make sure you're asking what's included. For me, I'm only going to the stylists that are providing the hair. I'm not going outside and buying my own hair unless it's boho and I want to do something different. Do they require a deposit? I don't go to stylists that require deposits, but some people do, and just make sure you check and that's okay with you and how much the deposit is. What's their cancellation policy? If you're late, what's that policy? Make sure you're looking at all these different things. And this one's very important. How long do they take to do this specific style? Me personally, when I'm getting box braids done, my whole day is free because I know I can't be out here frantic like, oh my God, I have somewhere to go, I have somewhere to go. Make sure that you also give your stylist a little bit of extra room. If she says it's gonna take 5 hours, estimate for 6.5. Just saying. My stylist took 4.5 hours. She worked very quick, diligently. She wasn't on the phone a lot. She paid attention, so I had no issues with her. Make sure you have a quote before you step in there. Do not let them give you a price when you get there and they see your hair. Because sometimes your hair is super long and then you get there and you're like, no, actually it's $230. No, we're not doing that. Over the phone, or if you go in person, make sure they stick to that same quote that they told you. If they switch the quote, honey, I'm gonna tell you this right now, go to a different stylist. It's not worth the arguing, just go to a different stylist. Very important. Make sure you are doing research on the specific stylist. What are their reviews? Go on Yelp, go on Google, go on their Facebook. Every single platform that they have reviews on, I want you to go check. Even check TikTok. You never know. Maybe they went viral for the right reasons. Maybe they went viral for the wrong reasons. We have to check. And number 9, last but not least, a checklist of what to bring the day of. So if you're picky like me, and sometimes you like to bring your own mousse and your own edge control, you can do that. But if you're not like me and you're okay with the provide, that's perfectly fine too. If you want any accessories such as gold pieces or beads, make sure you bring that stuff. And do not leave the house without a snack, your little beveragino, or whatever you need, okay? Because these appointments take time. So you don't want to be stopping in the middle of the appointment like, hey, I didn't eat all day, I have to eat, and then they gotta stop, and the next thing you know, they're like, well, you made me stop, so it's taking this long. We don't want to hear all that. So bring your phone charger, your snacks, your drinks, whatever you need as a form of entertainment. That is it for this video. I wanted to keep it short, sweet, simple, and to the point. I hate when there's fluff in a YouTube video. So that is it. And I hope this video helped you guys out, and that when you go to your box braid appointment, you feel like, you know what, Johanna equipped me and I'm ready to go. So if you like videos like this, or you simply just want to see my weekly vlogs, please like, comment, share, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel and turn that post notification on so when I post, you can know. And if you like this video, go ahead and binge my other ones, and I'll see you in the next one.
I wish I knew